Okay, we're going to solve this quadratic equation, and as always, we should try to do this by factoring, right? Because that's the easiest way. Unfortunately though, this equation is not factorable. So now we have two choices. The first one is to complete the square, and the second one is to use the quadratic formula. And in this video, I will first show you guys the completing the square, okay? Because in my opinion, this is actually easier if you use completing the square to solve this. And let me show you how. And first of all, we see that we have 2x squared minus 16x plus 4, and that's equal to 0. We have this 2 in front of the x squared. That's no good for completing the square. Because let me remind you guys on the side, this is how we complete the square, okay? The first thing is that we want to have 1, okay? 1 x squared plus some number b times x. Only the terms with x, only this right here, on one side, and preferably on the left hand side. And let's make that happen first. Well, this is a 2. I can just divide everything by 2, so I can have the 1 that I want, right? Now you see 2 divided by 2 is the 1, and you don't have to write that down. And we will just have x squared, and then we'll continue. Negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8, and this is with x. And 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then 0 divided by 2 is still 0. So we got the one that we want, and now I just want to have these two terms on one side. Let me bring the 2 to the other side, okay? And to do so, we can just minus 2 on both sides. And then we will see this is x squared minus 8x, and you know we have to leave a space for the magic number. So we leave it right here, and then this is equal to negative 2. Now, for the second step, this is what we are going to do. We are going to add the magic number on both sides. And you have to remember this little formula. First of all, you have to pay attention to what's the number in front of the x squared now. Sorry, what's the number in front of the x now? Not x squared, the x, okay? So you have the b right here. You have to remember that we take 1/2 times whatever this b is. Okay, take 1/2 of this b, you add this number, right? And don't forget to square. You add this number on both sides. And let's just come here somewhere to work this out on the side. So in this case, the b is negative 8. So let's just work this out. I will take 1/2 times negative 8, and then we have to square that. Now, work this inside out. Half of negative 8 is negative 4, right? So let me just write this down. This is my equal sign. Inside, we have negative 4, and then we square that. Negative 4 times negative 4, we get positive 16. This is a number that we have to add on both sides. So we add this right here, and we add this right here. You add 16 on both sides. And the third step is that we are just going to be factoring the left-hand side. This right here should be easy to factor. And in fact, it's always factorable, okay? Because if you do this, you get x minus 4 times x minus 4, okay? So I will write this down right here for you guys. I will just tell you guys, factor the left-hand side, or the left side. I will just write down the left-hand side to be something square like this, okay? To get a perfect square like this. And you see we did that, and this is x minus 4 square, and on the right hand side, negative 2 plus 16 is 14. And now the final stage is that we can just solve this square, right? It's equal to a number. And to do so, we can just take the square roots on both sides and be sure you attach a plus minus. And then this and that will cancel, and we will have x minus 4 equal to plus minus square root of 14. And lastly, we can just add a 4 on both sides. So you cancel this out, and in fact you are done. X is equal to, we cannot combine terms, we just write it down as positive 4 plus minus square root of 14, okay? And the square root of 14, we cannot reduce this anymore, we cannot break it down anymore. So we just leave the answer like this. So this is it. And remember, if you want to do the completing a square, you have to remember these steps right here, right? And this is the crucial one, and also the magic number. And that's it.